Realist for our tax forms. Why is this important to get our tax forms? Well, number one, when we're doing a listing, we need to make sure that we get the right tax information and upload it to the MLS so that buyers can be aware of what has been recently used by the county for taxes and some other items that we'll discuss here. And making sure that the sellers verify it and that you're not listing a property with incorrect information, or at least that it's aware of incorrect information. Now for buyers, it's very important because if you're putting a contract together to buy a property, you want to make sure they're aware of what the recent tax information has been on the property. For example, if they're buying something and they assume that the taxes, by looking online, which online websites can be wrong often, they're thinking taxes are only going to be $500 a month. Well, when you look at last year's taxes, it was closer to $1,000 a month, which is what it might be. So if it's not true, we need to investigate and figure out why, but it could blow up a deal if there's a huge variation in expectations. So it's important to get this right the first time. And as well, you can use this resource for verifying leads, finding new information from clients that you're working with. So how do we ultimately get to this sheet here where we have our information on Realist? We log in to our MLS website and you have all these options, and we're going to click on CoreLogic Realist. When you come into CoreLogic Realist, it's going to look like this. You go over here to the left, you have the option of putting in the address, the owner's name, and searching the property as well by this cool map over here. And we're going to use, for example, the wonderful Great Plains Nature Center as an opportunity. So I click on it. It's what I often like to do, just to see, because I know where the property is. And you click on Report. Now this report's going to have a lot of good information for us to use. It's going to have the number of beds, bath, and everything that are from county records, as well as the lot size and building size, all right up front, so that buyers can be aware of, hey, this is what the county has. They also have the owner's name and their mailing address. And then we come down and we have even the school district if you want to confirm that. This is the legal description, something that you will use in a contract where it has the statement of legal description. You can use the parcel ID or the legal description below. Same with listing agreements. It has an opportunity to put that in as well to make sure you have the exact place. And then here's the big piece, the tax data. So it's going to show what the taxes have been. Shows you the market value of what the county has for the property taxes, and then it shows how much has been paid. Now this is a federal property, so look at that. It's a $2 million improved value, 2.8 total with land, and they're only paying $7 in taxes. Well, land is usually taxed less anyways, but not necessarily that much. But since a federal property, I'm sure that's why it's almost nothing. For a home, that's where you might see it as, hey, $4,000 a year, and then it's gone up or down over the years, and it shows you the changes. This is a key piece that you want buyers and sellers to be aware of, to know, hey, taxes were that last year? Yeah, they were. Okay, now we have a good expectation for us. Now down below, there's some more information that has like just information on the area, the acreage to confirm what the county has. And then down here at the bottom, a really cool piece that has the actual outline of the property lines as the county has them. Sometimes you might be thinking, oh, it's just a little house with this one lot. But then like in this case, oh, hey, you have this random offshoot over here on the side. It's something that's neat to see, and buyers like to get an idea of, hey, what the outline is. And I'll sometimes even look at this before I go on a showing to make sure I know, hey, what should I expect and what information can I give the buyers when we're going through. So that's all the information that's on this sheet, a lot of good stuff. What do we do with it? We click print. You can also email it directly to them from the source, but you can quick print it. This is how I do it. So I download it and put it with my offer because I want them to initial on it. I'll go ahead and print. It will then go ahead and download for us. Ultimately, let's see what's going on here. It will download for us and look something like this. I don't pull up just in case, because it'll pull up. And then when we get to see that, it'll be a nice sheet of like 2 pages of what the property is. And then you can save this as a PDF or upload it somewhere, upload it to your contract to have them sign. Now, I will typically have a buyer or seller initial that form. That way we know that they're aware that they have reviewed it. So that is the taxes information. Hope this video helped. It's a very good resource to use. This whole CoreLogic system, if you were going to check up on folks and make sure property information is correct. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.